The area of Colombo 7 has numerous interesting sites and monuments with splendid architecture to be visited, including the Town Hall and the National Museum. But arguably, the one that attracts the most tourists is the Independence Memorial Hall. This area, formerly known as Torrington Square, is now referred to as the Independence Square. This magnificent structure was built on the instructions and direction of the Prime Minister of the time, Right Honourable D.S. Senanayake. It was built as remembrance of Sri Lanka regaining sovereignty from the British rule. However, the construction of the building actually commenced a year after Sri Lanka, formerly Ceylon, regained independence. This glorious edifice was styled on the basis of the Mughal Madhur, the Royal Audience Hall, in which the last Kandyan chieftains handed over power to the British. On request of Prime Minister Senanayake, who wanted a building worthy of the country's long and impressive history, the building was designed by a team of eminent architects of the time. The expanse of this structure had seating for 224 people, who represented the members of Parliament and members of the Senate. Seating for another 25,000 people was possible in the open-air area outside the building. And finally, 100,000 people could have been accommodated throughout the spaces around where the hall is located. The building is filled with interesting architectural and culturally significant features, both externally and internally. Facing the Independence Avenue with an imposing stature is the father of the nation and the first Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Right Honourable D.S. Senanayake. He is surrounded by 4 lions with a fearsome demeanour. These lions are recreated statues based on the 13th century Yapahua Kingdom archaeology site. The exterior also has rows of lions facing outwards and ringing the monument. The 4 corners of the perimeter of the main level has pots signifying wealth and plenty. The main hall, however, is the outstanding section, with 60 ornate pillars and columns modelled on the style of the elegant Ambakke Devale's Drummers Hall. The Ambakke temple from the 14th century differs from that it is entirely constructed from wood. The size of the area of the Independence Monument is almost 1 hectare. To heighten the sense of history and culture, the walls have illustrations depicting scenes from events of ancient times. While this has been the venue of hosting some important events, from funerals to Independence Day celebrations, today it has become an area of rest and relaxation for the population of the Colombo metropolis. Its water features, jogging and cycle paths, lush gardens and trees all provide a welcome respite from the busy city life. Below the street level in the basement of this complex is housed a memorial museum. This often missed facet houses exhibits showcasing Ceylon's colonial history and its struggle towards gaining independence. There are also several displays of ancient literature and art from previous eras. The building is currently under the purview of the Cultural Ministry and the care entrusted to the UDA, the Urban Development Authority. Tourists who engage in city tours, whether guided or on their own, make this a definite stop before soaking in the rest of the history the city has to offer.